Hi, everybody. I hope you're well. I'm doing pretty good today. I thought I'd talk about morality. Um, I came to the conclusion that if I was supposed to calm down on all this, I would have by now. I'm pretty sure. I've never changed one day in my life. So, this is how God made me. Whoa, unbelievable. I suppose a pedophile could say that too, but he wasn't born a pedophile, or it wasn't. Whatever. You know where I'm going. But anyway, I'll tell you a story about a little something something here in a minute. So I was listening to Naughty Beaver, hoping that he would say something about a person he disrespected, a person that was going to help him even after I called bullshit on him. Because I've been listening to Beaver for a while. I even tried to talk to him to give him some esoteric knowledge that would fit in with his Nostradamus prophecies, which are from the Masons that were contrived and, all this. And he knew, so he didn't want to talk to me or didn't care or ignored it. Either way, doesn't matter, you know? So I decided, well, this morning I'm going to see if anybody's talking about this guy that left YouTube because he was thoroughly bummed out with, and even he was bummed out with me because I know he knows I'm hard on him, but I truly am a friend. It's just the way it is. So I guess they come and they go, just like dominoes. So, not the pizza. Ugh. Okay, so anyway, I was listening to Beaver this morning, and he's talking about going by a car, and there was a married town woman out there in the country by him giving some guy a blowjob. So I'll get through this quick. He was rather explicit with all his details. Got to the end of his story, whatever. He's riding his bike back, I guess, to where he lives with his mommy because he feigns a mental illness deeper than it is. None of us want to be here, but you can't kill yourself because of God. That's not a mental illness, that's sadness. And truly, it is a sick world to live in. So he can play his games all he wants. I do not care. I know. And I've worked with the mentally handicapped also. And I was a paraprofessional at a sheriff's boys ranch dealing with delinquent boys, teenagers, even a few girls. Try that. Whoa. And plus my own, plus parents like that. And okay. Anyway, getting back to the point. So he's riding his bike back and he's like, maybe they're done, or maybe, or they probably want a menage a trois. And then he's like, well, um, um, I guess I'll just watch something like that if they're not done yet, because that's what we're put here to do, is watch people, right? And I'm like, you son of a. I don't know if his mother is. I'll try and curb my language in that area, but most men and women are. So if I use that term freely and it flies out, oops, you know. But anyway, so what a creep. All I can hope, and like no little kid's gonna see that Beaver sign for mental illness and think it's cute and go over on his page and listen to this flipping moron. And it's evil. So, the kind of evil that's just in between and you can't prove it, that type of shit. Yeah. Like Backstabbers. Love that song. I was gonna play it. I got a strike on my video about Creator God. The second one, I got to take it down. That really bummed me out. I was begging them right up till today. I said, that's my own music. I was listening to something else on my TV, not even YouTube. And they gave me strikes on my or copyrights, low lives. They didn't like what I was saying because the Masons want everybody to believe they are God. So, although we are created somewhat in his image, what we're made out of is more Satanistic, and we are not created like that at this point. And the ones that know that, know that. We're not who we want to be. We feel icky inside. So, Um, so this bastard's out there smearing shit like that. And all this crap, like people say it's okay to look and not touch. No, it isn't. Avert your freaking eyes. You know, just do it. You know what I'm saying. And that's the way I raised my sons. It's mental rape. And Masons are big on that shit too. And think about anytime you think about it. And it was hard when I first started doing it. After a while, I started looking at people like, hey, how cute are you? You know? So, not when I got old either. I'm talking a young lady, you know? So, very young. And even when I was young, baby, little, it made me uncomfortable because I was raised knowing all this stuff. So that is why I'm on here. And I'm talking about morals and I'm talking about the seven deadly sins. Deadly sins. You know? Damn, if I could just get this word out deeper to people, the severity of it all. You gotta understand if it's deviant, if it's perverted, it just doesn't swing that way. You're not even going to have thoughts or those feelings when your soul moves on. It's not like that. It won't even occur to you. Nothing icky, and you're not in jeopardy of any icky days. You know, maybe a rough go if you're like working hard that day doing the project or something. That's entirely up to you. You do make your life. You gotta understand these bastards are lying to everybody forever. It's been so long because nice people just sat there and took it. You know, you can't take it. You have to stand up for what's right within yourself and spread the word, whether people like you or not. You know, of course, I want friends. Of course, anybody would do. But I can't lower my moral standards for myself or for them. And I've always carried myself like that. So I'm just asking somebody to really join in there. Let me know you're joining in there like that. It's like, dang, we got to call these perverts out. If they're deviated, let them know in the nicest way possible. I'm not nice about it. I hate it. I'm sick of it. I mean, if you can't get up in the morning and take your baby out of bed or walk out this door and not see something entirely gross, is that the way we really want to live on this planet? You know, I can't turn on the TV without seeing something. Okay, here's a for instance. I was going to make some noise while I was on here without any music. So, like, because I do have a thing with keeping my head busy like that. So, kind of too background noise for everybody else, just to kind of like, I think you know what I mean, the busy mind syndrome. So, and then there's some Shanghai show on there I've watched before with Madonna, and I'm thinking, oh, perverts, 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 damn. Like a whatever, was great dance music. That's the sucky thing about a lot of this shit. It's good music and then they slip shit in there. So you gotta know, you know. It's like that song Voodoo I like. She does have a costume on, but, and one is painted on and they slip it in. But I mean, I don't care. The song for itself, people have to understand. It goes, I'm not the one that's so far away when I feel the snake bite into my vein. Never did I want to be here again. And this part I do remember, but he goes, but I don't remember why I came. Voodoo, voodoo. And then it goes, breathe in, demon, breathing in. I'm coming back again. And then I'm not the one who's so far away. you know. So anyway, I'm trying to really get this word out there. I mean, I know a lot of people want me dead. They always have. It's nothing new to me. Just come and do it. Get this shit over with. That's how I feel. So if somebody doesn't like me, oh, boo hoo, yeah, it makes me feel bad, but not that bad. Because if they don't like me, then I know they're not likable in my thoughts. They're not my kind, you know? And after a while, if even if you think like he's got the look or she's got the look, you know, after a while, it's like, what the hell were wrong with my eyes, no. Yeah, kind of. Kind of. I was going to get on here and say that I've always been a good judge of character. Well, wasn't true. Um, yeah, I guess deep inside a person does know. So yeah, I can say that. I was going to say I made bad choices in my marriages, but there's times, well, the kids' father, I tried and tried with all my heart. This one I tried it in a different way. I was thoroughly, this man knew me before we even started going out. So he knew me. He spilt a beer in my house and I mixed bleach and pine sol. That was my secret demon weapon. And I went in there with a string mop and I mopped his freaking shoes. I mopped everything. You know what I'm saying? So just I have my ways, whatever. And this was a friend of the ex's, so and I would call it shagging around pretty much, even though I was a lady and I told people not to come around when he wasn't there, all this shit. I had people annihilate my life all the time. And they don't have the right to do that shit, you see? Yeah. So but anyway. Yeah. Even back in the day, I borrowed him money to get his license, and he thought it was from my ex. And it's like, these motherfuckers. I know players. I know players. You know, trust me. You know, there's too many of them. They don't like me, and I don't like them. That's good. Because I'll tell the whole world what you're doing. I don't give a shit. Lives across from the ocean, lives on a freaking island, and there's no crabs or worms, or you can't come up with enough money by scrubbing somebody's toilet like I've done my neighbors, and go buy yourself whatever you need, your beer or whatever you're doing, dude. Because it is not just mental illness. Everybody in this world is sad. You are not special. Well, you're special enough. I don't want to see you hanging, you know, but nobody. I don't want anybody hurt. Let's try and hurt me, then I do. Not kidding. I just need a reason. I don't really want it deep in my heart, but I want to be prepared if it were to happen again. Because, there was a point where I just had enough. Kicked this sucker in the sink backwards and grabbed his throat. It's like, that's fucking it. You know, I ain't playing no more. And then I did break his leg, the big part, lengthways, and kicked him out. I did put knives in the door. I mean, these people that I've had to fight weren't marsh cream puffs. They were like very very skilled warriors. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I was really thinking about morals today, and I was thinking, geez, I haven't changed this long. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna happen anytime soon. There's nothing they can put my water. I've told you this 5G bullshit. Don't believe. Use your bullshit indicator. You know, it's so true. If there's an inkling of maybe that's not true, it God put that there. That's not Satan. Oh, he might, and then you'll know it's like a icky suggestion. Like, oh, maybe that's not true. You know, is there a God? Well, how many times have you been hurt and needed help, and you just knew because you asked, and he might have been far away, but he came and told you something? That type of thing. So people that get help from God, you just know, you know. It's times. Okay, here's a for instance. I was up on top of um, the Continental Divide, literally. It was Idaho, Canada, Montana, just boom right there, right up on top. These great big cliffs, and there was these loggers that were some friends of mine and my ex, and we're up there taking great big rocks. Like, oh, keep in mind I'm 19, um, and throwing them off the cliff about 4,000 feet, and we were already about, oh, I'm gonna say 15 or 16,000 feet in the air to begin with, and there was a river or a creek down below, so we were seeing how far we could get. There's no way we could not, even though it looked like you could jump off and jump in. It was so far away, actually, you would have died. So I took this, like, I'm thinking it was about a 40-pound rock. So I thought the bigger they are, the harder they fall. So I was going to see what that did. So I took it, I launched it off, and I ended up out 4,000 feet dangling. As I'm there in a split second, I'm thinking, oh God. And I looked at my ex, and he reached out, snagged me, pulled me back up on the cliff. And we're both, everybody there, they're like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there. I think, God. I look at him, and he grabs me because I'm thinking, I knew he didn't want to live without me. So there you go. Make up your mind, you know? Whoa. Yeah, that was freaky. So there's so many things, that I know for sure I should have died, I've had boats backed up on me, and God said, swim, girl, swim. Shit. Out in freezing water, same thing, and get your brother, and I mean, just things he tells me. Okay, I made an igloo. It was in our front yard up on a hill. In the city, though, there's neighbors across the road, and one of the times we slept outside because my dad was violent. But this time I made this igloo. I took coffee cans, and I froze the old metal kind, and I froze water into chunks, coffee can sized chunks, and I'd let them melt in the sun a little bit and beat them out. And I started building a wall, like a fort. I was building an igloo. So, and then I'd use water and snow and pack it. It was just beautiful. Had this little crawl space. So when my dad was violent, I put a blanket in the bottom, and my brother and mom and I crawled in there, and we stayed warm enough till the asshole went to bed, and we got a little sleep, and we were warm in there, So, yeah. Um, so God works in mysterious ways. He certainly does. And I know He's always with me. Those are the things that are hard to describe and hard to prove, but when you're begging for that help and you get it, even if it takes a while, don't get mad, because he might be busy, or we might not deserve it right away. He might make you want to think about it a little more before he asks for something, because it really does come off as energy, and these bad bastards know that. They are trying to kill God. You see? So, and when that's who you are, and your energy is dissipating, that's why we feel shitty. So, and that can't be allowed. So that's why I was born a warrior for God, and that's why that's my father, and that's why I've always protected him, and I will, and I get fucking violent on that shit. And I will. So, may God give me the grace of God every other second, and God bless everybody. So, I know it's supposed to turn out like that, except for the demons, and those are the ones I'm after. And if they're emulating demons, and if they're doing demon bidding, you're gonna get hurt. Better step on down out of the way and ask God forgiveness. That's what I got to say. Because if I get my hands on a filthy bastard, you're in trouble. Just give me one reason. One reason. That's all I need. It's been 60 years of your fucked up shit, demon assholes, and I don't care anymore. So you just get that straight. There's people out here like me. Few people are like me. That's wonderful. I'm not going to say, oh, stay safe. You'll be safe. You know, fucking little bitches trying to persuasive thinking me. Psychology and reverse psychology, or reversing the reversing, or putting a spell on you before I even fucking got here. You stupid little wimp ass, red eyed, fat ass bitches with dirty blood. Well, did I say enough? Sorry, guys. My apologies, my friends. But if you're like me, you're roaring. Because that's true, too. I'm not playing one bit. I don't fool around like that at all. So I don't feel I'm in danger. I feel they are, you see? So, and that's a fact. And they know it, you know. Let's just, for instance, one guy that used to think he could beat me up enough. Finally, I just thought, why even use my fists? I was going to shoot him. But yeah. I didn't, a couple different times I almost did, and it's like, this will not be worth it. I wasn't going to kill nobody, but I was going to, like, injure him, you know? But yeah. Well, no, the first one, I think he hurt my dog and me, but he really hurt my dog, too. And, yeah, I guess I really did have thoughts, and God was with me. That's true. He was. But, well, you know, when you're brutalized too much, it's not, you know, people say, well, what do they call that syndrome where you're shocked and Stockholm and all their bullshit. They can put any label on abuse they want to put on it. Terrorism, terroristic bullshit, narcissism. And I have a feeling that most narcissists have some kind of perverted situation in their life. They're maybe sick with some kind of disease, or that they may not even be aware of. And if they're of that bloodline, they're probably druggy, drunks, you're fat, you're lazy, you think you're God Almighty, and you're fat and ugly and lazy. So, and you're jealous of the ones that aren't, that God loves, because we work hard for him and he works hard for us. That's how it works. See, he loves us on our level. How much we love him. How much faith do we have that we can feel him from afar? How much faith do you have that you'll actually meet the being that made us forever? That forever being. So if you can feel that inside yourself, you know who you are. You don't have no worries. Don't listen to these flippin' morons out here. I heard Jeffrey Dowdy speaking on righteous judgment. Yes, you have the right to judge. Not, and like he said, he made this clear. It was in John. Never judge outwardly a person's appearance, but inwardly. And yeah, we're allowed to do that. People are like, oh, don't judge. You're Judge Lee Steve be judged. Well, judge me, assholes. I swear, and I smoke. You got anything else on me? So, anyway. So, you know that type of thing. So, it's like, don't listen to these morons. You know, I am older. It makes you a bit wiser. It does. But I was made to help everybody like this. I just know I was. Because if I was supposed to calm down on this shit, it would have happened a long time ago. You know, for real. Real. So, Yeah, and I got some friends out there. I know you've suffered because you're just a warrior like that, and for real, don't even if you're meek and mild and been attacked, don't let that go. It's not worth it because then the more you go down the bad road, it's like the more doors you close away from God, walking down them steps, the more doors are closed and the harder they are to open. Kind of think of it like gravity. So that sometimes when you're trying to get a little respect in life, it might seem like you're not getting none, you know. And I've been there, if I wasn't thinking right, if I was just like mad at my kids or whatever it was, God's like, mm, you know. So that's real, you know, or mad at whoever, you know. I'm mad right now. I'm mad at a lot of demons. I'm mad at the demons, you know. Yeah, scheming demons, breathing in. And I always, now I'm not quite sure what he meant about that, if he means that you're breathing that in, because you do. We do share the same air. And I've told people straight to their face it makes me sick that I'm breathing the same air as you know. And that's a thing also, you know. Even people's body odors or perfumes they wear, different, there's a lot of what they call magic is nothing but filthy habits of practices of annihilating, least suspecting the children of God and making you their slave in any aspect that they, whether it's somebody to bitch at or somebody to cook for them or somebody to look at or all above, whatever, anything and everything type of thing. These fuckers are weird, you know? So, yeah, you can't let it go. You just can't for yourself. You Doesn't hurt to stand up when you got friends by your side. Hurts to stand alone, you know, but they know I'll do it alone. Mhm. Yeah. Well, everybody, I'm gonna let you go. This is good for today. I think do love you very much. You're some very special people in my life, and um, thanks. Really wish you were here. I would hug you. I'm not a big hugger, but if I feel somebody deserves a hug, that's why I write hugs and peace. And I mean that. So when I was a little girl, the peace sign to me meant exactly what it was in my mind, you know. So, and that's my era. I'm taking it back. They can't have it. They can't have any of our English words. They can't have this planet. They can't kill God. And they really can't. See, that's the foolish thing about it. It can make him sick, but they're going to be dead pretty soon and it ain't going to make him, he'll get his energy back. So, and no, he's not sad that demons will, there's certain ones that were made that energy. It's like if you want to talk about a bot or a drone or an empty headed person, if they truly are, they probably really are like that, like soulless. There's them, you know, and it's not a matter of learning so much as it is fixing a wrong. People use God to the extent of exhaustion and near death, but not death, just near, like exasperation, like overtaxed. I heard somebody say one time to Doug, actually, he said, "You're taxing me." Uh, and that gave me an idea. I said, you know what? I could claim it on our business taxes in this state and tax you if you want to be a jerk. So, anyway, yeah, yeah. I've been the enforcer out in the shop sometimes too. I'll go out there as people fucking with Doug, and it's like, mm-mm, no, it's not going like that. You're gonna do this, that, or the next thing, or you may not walk out of here. You know, if my kids weren't around, I didn't care. I didn't play with people, you know. It's only one time this big creep and his wife were coming up the driveway after me because we wouldn't let his car go till he paid his bill. So Doug went running in the shop, and I was going to go let my horse up. So, and then he turned around. But yeah, yeah, Doug goes running. I was letting Dusty out. It's like, you want to fight me? I'll fight. I said, uh, I pointed at him. I said, I'm going to take you out first. I said, and then I'm going to fuck up your lady, you know. But I thought, oh, I'll even the odds. When he seen that, he's like, yikes, because that horse would follow him and his father around, and he did not like the dude's dad, and she didn't, and she kept nudging him and bugging him, and they'd walk around, and she pinned Doug one time by his shoe, just by the edge of her hoof, and would not let him go. And I told him, I warned him, and there was a guy walking down the road when I first got Dusty, and she was running in her pasture and snorting and bucking, and she did not like men. She was just pissed. She was going to kill him if she got out. That was no doubt in my mind. She had barbed wire marks on her and stuff, different things when I first got her. So, um, yeah, she'd been through hell. If you guys actually saw how big she was, is still at 20. So, yeah. So, oh, I don't want to make it 33. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota. Good night.